All right. Anyway, y'all. For the people out there that don't know about this video, look, I had this video out, but apparently I could not hear my mic after a certain point. So I gotta do this video over again. I don't know what's with this Fear Factory one act up all of a sudden, but I gotta do this whole video over again. And the video, plain reason of why I wanted to do the video was because just in case people will ask me about, hey, how did I feel about Persona 3, Persona 4, Persona 5, Strikers, and Royal, and then Shin Megami Tensei 3, 5, and I don't know about the Soul Hackers, but yeah. This is just for a video for all of that. This ain't no what you call random video that I'm just doing just to do it. Actually, technically it is. This is what am I talking about. Anyway, moving on. So, hopefully I remember most of the stuff I said, but if I don't, I'm sure I'll remember sooner or later. Okay, anyway, so let me talk about it. So, pretty much, Persona 3, Persona 3, Shin Megami Tensei 3, and then Shin Megami Tensei 5, I'm going to talk about all in this video. Now, of course, unfortunately, I don't have the things where I could just go out there and mention it, and then it just could pop up their face anytime. I mean, unless you want to just look at Shin Megami Tensei 3 and just look at it and just pretend like I have it up there, which, hey, if you want to go for it. That makes my job easier. Anyway, moving on. So, Persona 3. Now, in my opinion, the game is pretty good. The characters are okay. Like I said, they're not good as Persona 4 characters, but they're pretty interesting in my opinion. And there's some things I don't like about it, there's things I like about it. So let me mention the things I don't like about it, so I get it out the way. So let's go out there and get the first thing out the way that I didn't like about the game. Because I didn't get the chance to mention it, and unfortunately, now I'm glad I luckily have this game still up here. Because I think I might let one of my friends play it up here if they want to in the future, and then they can go out there and just play it, just see how it feels. But the main thing, so let me just give you an example though, y'all. So for example, you see how they have your abilities up. You can't change your abilities. So what you have to do, if you want to get it, is you're going to have to do this multiple times just to get what you want and hope that it's the right thing you want. You're not going to get the thing guaranteed that you want, which actually sucks. I don't know why they do that, but it messed me up. And all that stuff, which, yeah, kind of, like I said, just kind of sucks. But I mean, that's mainly one thing I don't like about what Persona 3 did. Now, luckily, Persona 4, I think, or Persona 5, well, I don't know if Persona 4 did it to where it worked out, or if it's Persona 5. I'll figure out a little later on. But yeah, and that's one thing I didn't like. The second thing I didn't like, which you can change it if you're not on the FES version of it, and just on the portable version, where you can just get the other female main character stuff. Just, okay, hold up. Yeah, it's the changing up the character tactics and stuff. And damn God, Sour! I just wanna do a video! Let me do a video! I'm sorry, y'all. I don't mean to shout, but bro, this guy has been trying to tell me to play the game with him. I'm trying to do my video. Why does he think I'm trying to do a video? I literally told him I'm trying to do a video. He's not listening. Dang, brother. And I'm not trying to be rude and block him or unfriend him, but dang, bro. Let me do my video. I thought I mentioned it to him. I was doing a video throughout today and tomorrow. I mean, yesterday and tomorrow, my bad. I mean, yesterday and today, my bad. Well, I told him today, that day, and then tomorrow, so technically, yes. Okay, whatever. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to keep on just talking, and hopefully he just stops texting, and I'll text him back when I get finished what I need to do. Anyway, moving on. So pretty much, in my opinion, which, dang, that just kind of killed my whole vibe. Okay, anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, okay, the character thing, where you get to change your character's thing, so on and so forth. So, for example, what I didn't know when I played, like, when I was playing, I think I was playing the live stream, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was playing the live stream. So when I was playing the live stream, y'all, because I know a lot of people want to see it on live to see how I do things. The only time I don't show things on live stream is when I'm grinding. And that's because I don't think a lot of people want to see me grind 24/7. Unless, and I mean unless, like, they're wanting to talk to me or something, and then I can just do that and look at what they're talking about. Then I think I'm fine. But other than that, it's just kind of eh. But either way, I kind of like, I thought Persona 3 had a great creativity thing going on with, like, the whole Strega everything, but, okay, so, I'll say the flaws. Okay, so, you couldn't change your characters in FPS which I thought it was kind of like the FPS where you could change characters. I figured out a little later, but I think other than that, I think that kind of blocked out that thing. But the one thing I didn't like was, well, I liked Strega, but don't get me wrong, but we didn't get a lot of character development with them or nothing. We didn't get to know much about them other from, Mitsuru's group had used them or something. Or Mitsuru's father or something. The Kichiro group was using them or stuff, and they had used drugs so they used their persona skills, which is an interesting concept. Just the fact that we didn't get much out of that except that. And plus, the boss fights for them suck. Literally, how do they have a. Hold up. How do they have this boss fight where this one is better than the actual fight they're supposed to do with the rival team? I thought the rival team was supposed to do a little bit better. Like with Akechi. Akechi was out there cooking. We was boxing him. We was fighting with him. Literally, no cap. He was somewhat harder than, the Hangman. It's literally the other two, which was Jin and Takia, were garbage. And Chidori was garbage too. They were all garbage. Every fight, they sucked. I thought that I was going to be bored listening to that thing. I was sleeping during that thing. The fights were garbage. And I know some people are like, oh, but you leveled up a lot of them things. Yeah, but I'm sorry. I still think even if I didn't level up, I still would have been cooking them up. Literally, that fight was so boring. It put me to sleep. So I do hope in the Persona 3 Reload, if they ever do it, that they not only show more about the characters, but, make the fights a little bit more fun or interesting. Because it just felt kind of boring. It just kind of felt like I was just playing against weaker enemies, but they just have a little bit more health. That's about it. That's all it felt like doing. Anyway, moving on. And another thing I didn't like about the game was also the fact that Elizabeth, there's a certain thing you have to do for Elizabeth and Margaret, but here's the thing about it. I mean, it's supposed to be hard. I don't mind it being hard, but unfortunately, with Elizabeth one, you need to have Mitsuru leveled up at 10, which, by the way, I married her, by the way. Not married her, but dated her, so I romanced her. And think about it, your character can't decline them and just be friends. He just has to straight up just go for that romance option and just go for it. The female main character can do whatever she wants, honestly, so it don't even really matter. But bro, really? Why? But anyway, moving on. Yeah, for Elizabeth, you gotta have that. Then you have to have a high counter, something that where you can reflect the attacks and hit them back with the attack, just so you don't get hurt or anything. Which actually is ridiculous. That's actually like ridiculous. I don't know why they had that for Elizabeth. But hey, and then you can't use Armageddon, which if you do Armageddon one time, you're going to instantly GG. The only time you do Armageddon, and you have to have Armageddon to actually kill her. You have to have Armageddon, which is crazy. Which, by the way, yes, you can get Armageddon if you do the Hanged Man thing, and you go out there and you do a certain task of what you're supposed to do, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I get it, I understand. But when the game doesn't tell you that, and you just gotta look at it for your own self, how are you supposed to know this crap? Like, seriously, how are you supposed to know that? But yeah, other than that, it is what it is. But yeah, the story's pretty good. I mean, it's not better than Persona 4, but it's really good. And if I had to rate this game, I'd most likely rate it like an 8 out of 10. Like, I'd recommend the game if you just wanted to see the beginning of how Persona games are, because it's also interesting. It is not interesting. Well, it is interesting, but it's a little bit like on the hard side. It's not like harder than like SMT 3 or SMT 5 or nothing, but it's interesting in its own way, in its own concept of what you're doing and how you're gonna do certain things. So I will give it. I'll say no. You know what? I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. I'll give it that. And you want to ride it a 9? Go for it. Now, Persona 4, I will say it later. It'll be on the other thing when I do it. Anyway, so not Persona, but Shin Megami Tensei 3. As I've mentioned, the game is pretty fun, but can be really pain in the butt. You already know what I hate about it. I already mentioned what I hate on it. If you looked at my tip list for it, I hated certain things and all that, but I didn't rate the game. Which, if I didn't talk about the game, let me know in the comments if I have it, because then I'll go out there and I'll actually talk about it a little bit more in details about the game. And I'll do more tip lists on it if y'all would like me to. I think I was tired at that time when I did the tip list for it, but yeah. And it was live, and live was acting dumb. But other than that, I mean, it was pretty good, pretty interesting. Something that you could go off of on it. But pretty much, in my opinion, I do think the game was pretty interesting. But I will give the game like ST3. I'd actually give it a 9 out of 10. Heck, I could give it a 10 out of 10 if anything. Just some of the things made it so unbearably annoying to deal with. Like for example, like let me give you an example. So when you do these fights, right? Some of the fights are just they're RNG based. It's you just gotta pray that the random number generator, whatever you want to call it, doesn't just get you cooked. Because there's times where you just will straight up go up against a random fight, and sometimes it just ambush you out of nowhere every time, and you'll get one tapped, and you get crit sometimes. So that junk was ridiculous, and it was garbage in my opinion. Though, but hey, it is what it is. And the game doesn't usually tell you when you can level up more than 99, which I didn't know that at all. I thought level 99 was just the max, and I just went from there. And someone actually told me on my I think someone told me on my YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, but like on my YouTube comment. I think someone else told me that. I think it was after Yuma had told me to play World Final Fantasy. That hey, yeah, you could actually level up even higher if you really wanted to, but you got it though. So good job on that. And I was like, wait, you could? And I didn't know. I looked it up in an actual video, and yes, it did. You could do that. And I was like, why the heck would they not do that or tell me? But yeah, it is what it is. But I give it a 9 out of 10. And SMT5, which I like the game. Like I like the story bit of it and all that stuff. It was kind of interesting to me. It's pretty good. And I liked it better, so I'd give that one a 10 out of 10. Now, the only reason, and plus, the reason I can give it a 10 out of 10 also is because the DLC also includes the things that are in SMT3, just not the infinite, you're just going to get jumped by multiple people 24/7. So I give it a 10 out of 10. SMT5 was actually a great game to me. And you can actually fight the Divi feed. Who wouldn't like that? Who wouldn't like that? That thing was fire. So yeah, I give SMT5 a 10 out of 10. Okay. Now, do I want to go out there and explain Persona 5 and Royal here? You know what? We could do it. I mean, plus Persona 4 will be on its own basic video where I can just talk about it for a long, long period of time. So yeah, Persona 5 Royal, and Strikers. Now let me explain about Persona 5 Strikers real quick before I go off the 5 and Royal, which 5 Royal I have my own opinions about it. Now Tactica, I cannot say nothing about that game, so please do not ask me about that game until I actually do it. I have not done Tactica. I cannot say much about it. All I can say is that I've heard people say good things about the game, and I can move on with that. There's a few people don't like it, but there's a lot of other people that like it. Anyway, moving on. Strikers. Look, I love the Zenkichi, I love the Sophia, I loved all the other people in there. It was a good, interesting thing. Like, I felt like it could have actually technically been a thing of where the series ended off. Because even though it's a spinoff, I think. Wait, is it a spinoff? I think it is a spinoff. Yeah, it's a spinoff. But I felt like 25 Strikers could have been the thing that just could have been implemented, and I would have probably been fine. Just it depends on if people like the beat 'em up games, which it was an interesting concept. Like I said, like with the whole Akane thing, it was pretty cool. It was pretty interesting. I mean, you can go out there and fight your own self. It kind of reminds me of like Persona 5, like show me your true form, or Persona 4 with fighting your true self. It actually felt interesting to me. I will give it that. I don't know if I can really think of it like that, but it was pretty good though. I will say that. But the only thing I think I didn't like three things about it, which I think I can explain. Which one, it was a little different to me. Just it had to take a little time to adapt. But let me go up to the other three things. The boss fight, where you have to level up all your characters to a good amount. Which means if you didn't care about a certain character, you're gonna have to start caring, especially if you're in the hardest difficulty with me. And I do every game on the hardest difficulty. You can ask everyone or even look at my videos. Every time I do a video, it's on the hardest difficulty, without a shadow of a doubt. Which, oh yeah, by the way, y'all, if y'all want me to do Persona 5 Royal again, so y'all can just see it, that way I don't have to do it again, let me know in the comments, I'll do that though. But anyway, moving on. Persona 5 Strikers, that fight was a pain in my butt. And number two, what's the second reason? I'm trying to forget what that reason was. Okay, and we're excluding like the whole funny moments or what's supposed to be funny moments because that junk would be getting on my nerves 24/7. What was the second thing? I'm trying to think. What the second thing was? Oh yeah, there's no romance thing apparently for some reason. I don't know why there's not. Yes, but you didn't get no romance or nothing. Or nothing. I mean, don't get me wrong. You get like the one scene where they ask like, "Who do you like?" or something. But straight up, you don't get to choose to date them or not, which is or none. That's actually ridiculous. Well, I mean, you can go out there and be like, "Oh yeah, I'll go out there with Futaba. I'll go out there with the boys. I'll go out there with Haru, so on and so forth. And it's kind of like that, but it doesn't like show you that you're gonna romance them or nothing. I don't get no special moment with them or nothing. And then like the third thing, which was I don't know, is just I kind of thought that there's been a little bit something else happening. I don't know what I was thinking was going to happen, but I mean, it kind of felt a little. But I mean, if we're excluding everything that I mentioned about it, the game would low key be a 9 out of 10, honestly. But I'd give it an 8 out of 10 for Persona 5 Strikers at least. But yeah, let's see. Next one, which is Persona 5, and then Persona 5 Royal, and then we're gonna do Persona 4 on its own separate video. Oh yeah. By the way, the characters are great in Persona 5 Strikers. Let's get that out of the way. They were great characters. I just want to say that ahead of time before people go out there and be like, oh, what about Persona? What about Shin Megami Tensei 3 and 5? Didn't they have great characters? I mean, don't get me wrong, they had okay characters, but it wasn't like they had a whole invested story. Well, Shin Megami Tensei 5 did, but Shin Megami Tensei 3 didn't really have a story. It was just the fact that you're just going over random places and just praying hope for the best. And don't get me wrong, Shin Megami Tensei 5, they have some good characters though, but it's just, I mean, Shin Megami Tensei 3 didn't really have any. Shin Megami Tensei 5 kind of does have some, just I didn't really care as much about them. Anyway, Persona 5 Royal, not Persona 5 Royal, but just Persona 5 in general. It felt a little rushed to me. I will be honest, it did feel a little rushed to me. But it's not better than Persona 5 Royal because Persona 5 Royal, without any doubt, is a 10 out of 10. I mean, you had a good fight. You had really the best boss fight out there about. No cap, you can't deny it. They had literally one of the best boss fights out there. Out of Persona, at least out of Persona point of view. Because look, you fought Maruki. Maruki just wanted, and he's actually like a good villain. I mean, technically, he didn't want to be a villain, but he just wanted to make sure the world was at peace and stuff. And that's what the Phantom Thieves want to do. But they're not going to try and do it by, altering the will of, the desires of people, so on and so forth. It's a very interesting thing. I mean, I thought it was a 10 out of 10. Then you have a whole game thing going on for Persona 5 Royals, and it made things good and fun. And you can actually level up your people when doing that as well. Like you can level up their I wish I could say the name of it, but if y'all know what I'm talking about, if you go to the darts, it levels something up, and I think it levels up the all-out attack or something, or like the baton pass thing. Yeah, there you go, and it went from there, and it actually was good, in my opinion. I mean, it kind of helps you out. That's the case, and it made things work out for it. So Persona 5 Royal, without a shadow of a doubt, getting a 10 out of 10. You don't have to debate me about that one. So 5 just felt a little bit rushed, but it was okay. The story is about the exact same, just you didn't have Sumire or Kasumi, if you will. And it just felt a little iffy, though. So yeah, y'all. So with the Persona 5 one, I just give it straight up a 9 out of 10 as well. Because the gameplay aesthetics looked really good compared to Persona 3 and 4, because, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, it's the newer ones, obviously, compared to Persona 4 3, so yeah, it would go like that. But yeah, y'all, let me go out here and actually do the Persona 4 one, and I'm going to have it on its own video. Or it's going to be all in the exact same video, so yeah, y'all. So y'all give me like a quick second. It's going to be there in like a quick second, so give me a few little seconds for the moment. After this video, sure. Just, I don't feel like playing with this guy. I'm just going to keep it bug. I just don't like playing with kids. But yeah. Okay, y'all. And we're back. Unfortunately, this video was messed up as well. So, I have to do it over again. But yeah, this is just basically on a Persona 4, because I love Persona 4 a lot, and I want to explain it on its own separate video, which technically it's on par with the other videos. It's just the fact that Persona 4 is just going to be its own thing I talk about, because it's actually fire in my opinion. Because literally, the story of Persona 4 is amazing, and I want to say that without a shadow of a doubt. It is amazing. But let me explain the few things I do not like about Persona 4, which it's not going to be a lot of things, but I'm going to make sure I get the easy ones out the way. Number one, it's this big fat crap right here. No offense, Teddy. But you are the most annoyingest bear that has lived on this green earth. I'm sorry. You are the worst thing that has made this game happen. Literally, your evil self was better, and I hope your evil self would take over and help you out to become a better villain. I don't daggone know. That the Teddy puns, all ridiculous. I would throw you so far out the way. I'd hope a Adachi would come out there and hit you with the fog. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but no, I'm sorry. Teddy's not in. I could not stand Teddy. I could not. Every other character, I could stand to some degree. Like, for example, I love Naoto. I loved her. Yosuke, he's like a brother to me. Kanji, he's cool. He's really cool. I vibe with him really good. I mean, he's cool. And he's a good comic relief character in a way. Yukiko, I was okay with her. I mean, I thought she was cute in her own way. I mean, yeah. And then Chie, I didn't like her at first. But then she slowly came to my heart. There's a lot of other characters, in my opinion, that have came out there and slowly came into my heart. And oh yeah, before someone comes out there talking about some, oh yeah, did you know that Nanako read a book that was from that guy from Persona 3 who died, who's the dying young man, who's Kaminari or whatever? Yes, I do know that. I'm letting y'all know ahead of time just because someone might come out there and tell me this. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, everything about it was good. I mean, the social links was pretty good. Like I loved everyone that was on the team, excluding Teddy, but everyone else, I loved them. Like Yosuke was great. Yukiko was good. I mean, Margaret, I loved Margaret. I mean, I loved Elizabeth. I loved Elizabeth too. Elizabeth was on P3, and I loved her a lot. Like, I feel like Elizabeth would just be like the most loyalist woman of all times. But yeah, then you have Margaret. Loved her character as well. Kanji, liked this character. Dojima, I mean, he was cool. I mean, I don't think I loved this character, but he was good. He was a good character, and he's a good father figure for you. Rise, loved her. Even though she might be a little bit trying to go crazy, but she's a little you know, Chie, like I said, hated her, but loved her. Nanako, we love Nanako. Whoever hates Nanako, you're a menace to society. We already know this, but we all love Nanako. She's mature, and she's young for her age, but she's respectful. And she knows how to cook. Literally, anyone that, when she's a teenager and when she goes to be an adult, every man is going to like her. Yeah. The Fox, I didn't care about the Fox. I'm going to keep it about the I did not care about the Fox. We know we love Naruto. We don't like, but we love Naruto. And I ain't gonna lie. And it was crazy that I didn't know that. Well, we didn't know that, Ko was, Ko was like, what's the word looking for? Ko was, he liked Chie, which I thought was cute. I would have been trying to raise him up with Chie, you know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy though? Is literally the one girl I really liked Ko, and the moment that she realized that he liked Chie, that got us. But she kind of deserved it though. Let's give it a buck. The Daisuke, I don't really care about Daisuke. Nike, I mean, he was okay to me. Hasani, I can't even say much because I daggone didn't get to see her as much as a character. I did not really care about her, and I even looked at her thing, her socially thing, did not care. Sayako was okay. She was just kind of low-key flirt with me, but I was like, whatever. I didn't care about him. Teddy just cannot stand his character. I actually did like her, but I liked her a little bit better because once she got her attitude out of the clouds and got her butt out the clouds, she was okay. And she's actually a real one. I will give her that. She's a real one. Ayane, she's just a good friend. I'm sorry. I don't know why I went to date her, but I feel like that's like the biggest regret I've ever done. Because it doesn't even feel like you're dating her, really. It really does. And, that's the exact same thing. Adachi's just, I didn't really care as much. He was the greatest villain out there of all times. We all know he's just the greatest villain of all times. He's just that guy. He's the definition of a true villain, though. He's the definition of the true villain. Literally, who do you know that's a real villain out there that does stuff like he did in Persona? Persona 5? I just want to do it for my dad so he'll acknowledge me. Really? No one cares about your dad. I've been whooping your dad's tail since 21. Like, what do you want me to say to him? I don't care about no daggone Shido. I don't care about him. I want him to, he want his own son to acknowledge me. And then I shall kill him. Like, what? Just kill him. I don't care. Kill him. Like, are you stupid? Like, it's like he thinks that Shido is stupid. Akechi, you suck. Adachi's actually good. At least he got his job. And he actually got away with it, too. Literally, if I didn't guess the right answer, literally he would have lost. He would have actually won the whole thing. You know, won the whole thing, no matter what. Marie, I kind of low-key liked her. Other than her being a tsundere, I mean, she's if you get low-key get behind that, she's actually great. She's actually a great character, and I agree with that. She's actually a great character and all stuff. There's a lot of people that are great characters. Now, like I said, keeping it going. Things I did not like. Teddy is the main example, and some of the songs, two of the songs in particular, were terrible. Which we're gonna play it. Now, if I get hit with copyright strike, it is what it is. But I want y'all to listen to these terrible two musics. But don't worry, I'm gonna put some actual music in here that's actually decent. But look, these are two terrible musics. And tell me if these songs sound good to you. I want y'all to listen to these songs. Just listen to these songs. Hope for the best. It better not be no copyright strike, because it's literally from their game. I want you to just listen to this, y'all. I'm gonna mute myself, so I want you to listen to the song the entire time and tell me this song's good. Yeah, terrible. I'm sorry, I gotta say it, but it was terrible. That music is terrible. Oh wait, my bad. Whoa, wrong one. And then we have Kanji. Which is absolutely ridiculous. Which I want you to hear this music. I mean, it's a little bit better, but it's about the exact same thing. And then we're gonna go to Bath 1 and hold up. And I want y'all to listen to this theme while I'm at it. Listen to it. Oh, I meant to dip out of there. Okay, anyway. Those two songs were garbage in my opinion, and I hated listening to it. And it went from there. But look, and hold on, let me actually see if they have the thing here. Can I actually change their thing when I do a thing? So let me check on Marie real quick. Get the... Oh, okay. Oh, well, hey. At least she's sweet, I guess. See, look, she's sweet. Okay, look. Okay, let's see. Loki, and then, okay. Okay, so let me see. Can I actually... Yeah, you can choose. You can choose the things. Something better that Persona 3 didn't do, apparently. Which is actually insane. But other from that, I mean... let me see. What other things was I going to say I didn't like? I mean, what is one I like about it? I mean, everything else is, I think, great. I mean, the story's great, the characters are great, except this guy. This guy could just go somewhere else. Everyone else was okay to me. I mean, they're okay or they were great to me, except this guy, Teddy. This Teddy just made it... Well, I mean, he's good for the story, don't get me wrong, but it's just... I didn't really like him with the puns. Like, the bear puns made me so annoyed. Like, look, there's Morgana. Look, at least with Morgana, he uses annoying. Morgana was just annoying. He just makes puns and it's already annoying, and I just would just put him at way lower than I would actually need to. Anyway, oh yeah, let me just put some good music up here. Let me tell you what music was actually fire, bro. Oh yeah, and Izanami, yeah, Izanami, that junk was garbage as well. Actually, I'm gonna let you listen to Izanami. And then I'm gonna let y'all hear the other good music, and then go from there. So I want y'all to just, low-key, let's listen to it. I won't let y'all listen too long, but just listen to it. Well, don't get me wrong though. Don't get me wrong though. The piano sounds is fire, but everything else is just terrible. I mean, like what the heck? Then what up? Sorry, Steve. Then you have two songs that are the most fire of them all, and I'm gonna let it be played, cause we all need some good music in here. And look at the thing; it looks good. Bro, what is with that? People asking me when to play the game when I'm back on doing a video. Let me do my video, please. Dang. Y'all listen to this music though. And you actually feel like you're a part of the game. Listen to that thing. Yeah. Okay. Now, y'all, tell me y'all wouldn't want to listen to that music. That music was beautiful. And that music is fire, brother. It's fire, brother. That junk is fire. That junk is fire. And hold up, let me go with the next best song actually. Right there with it. That's in the palace or that's in the thing. I want y'all to listen to this thing. I just want y'all to listen to it, man. That junk, it brings tears to my eyes. Listen to it. Listen to this song. See, y'all, this song is beautiful and majestic, bro. And everything else about the game is great, bro. The story is great. Everything else is a blast, bro. You have two comedic reliefs. You have everyone else out there is amazing. They all fit their roles perfectly, and they actually have their own characters. It feels like it. Like you can go out there and you feel like you can do anything with this team. Compared to 3 and 5, they're all fire. And everything. And I love it. But yeah, y'all, this whole game is a whole 10 out of 10 in itself. And I'd go out there and talk more about the game and show you everything I could if I possibly could. Hey, even the boss music, even the rival music, it's all great. And it has its own little nice difficulty with it. Excuse me, don't get me wrong, y'all, don't get me wrong. Usually it's on the very hard thing. So yeah, I play all very hard, it's very great. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna stop right here with it though, y'all. I mean, I just wanted to let y'all know about this before I do anything. But yeah, y'all have a good one, and hopefully y'all have a good day. And the videos, hopefully I got a lot of videos coming up for y'all, and y'all see it. Yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all later though. Peace, and love you. Yee.